So we're gonna work her with the flag now a little bit, just see where she's at. She kind of acts like she hadn't seen one, but who knows. Like I said, we're going at her just like she's never been messed with before. So we'll get started and see what we've got. So right here, I'm just going to kind of wave this a little bit, and I might try to pet her if she'll let me. And I want her to respect the flag, but I don't want her to be scared of it and be jumpy and goofy about it. She's not sure. That's all right. She'll get sure. I'd like her to be where I could eventually maybe flag some colts around on her. Reach up here and pet on her a little bit. Ask her to go. So here before long, I won't have to use the flag. I'll be able to do this, and she'll go. She's just worried. So I'm going to switch here, get that angle. See, I don't want to run him backwards. And all this I'm doing, if you notice, I keep bumping her and kind of time it up, when that inside back foot comes off the ground. I want her to stay bent. I'm not so much worried about the quality of it right now, but I don't want her to feel like she's got to leave and drag me off with her, so I keep kind of bumping her. So I'm gonna go here, and the wind makes it a little bit more difficult. Ask her to go. But the more we do this, the more she'll get okay with it. So she's just kind of checking out on me, so I'm going to swap sides. I don't mind her going backwards a little bit when we swap sides, but I don't want her running backwards. Rub her a little bit. And this may take a little while. See right here, see how she took a step back and turned? That was exactly what I'd want her to do eventually without using the flag. If I bent her around and stepped her hip over and I asked her to move her front end across, she would step back and come across. See, she's kind of wanting to take off with me right there, and that's why I'm bumping on this halter a little bit. I don't want to have to do that. There we go. That was a lot nicer, a lot softer. Like I said, I'm not so much worried about the quality of this right now as I am just kind of getting her to relax and be okay with it. There again, it's just something else we got to do. She's showing us this is what she needs from us. There, see how she's staying really, really bent right there? That's exactly. That was really good. The other thing too is I don't want to stay just going one direction. I want to work on swapping eyes when I'm changing directions, but I want to work both sides. If you do one side really good and don't do anything else, the next thing you know, you just almost can't get to the other side. But it changes things up. It keeps them thinking. It keeps them wondering what you're doing. It makes them pay more attention to you. Helps them stay kind of dialed in here. If if you notice, I don't stop my feet. I'm going with her. I'm not asking her just to walk or step around me. Oh, that was really good right there. That was really good. So I'm gonna take the advantage, let her kind of stand still me, rub on her. Yeah. You notice I'm letting that flag go over there a little bit. Always be careful with that stuff, because they can come over top of you real fast. So I'm gonna ask her to go. Okay. I'm gonna step her over here. See how she's bending and just stepping? Man, that's really, really pretty right there. And I want her to step over here. I don't want her so worried about leaving. I want her just to step back and turn. Whoa. Step off in the hole myself. See this side, she's real stiff and wants to really kind of take the slack out of the rope herself. So as soon as she does, I just bump her off of it, like right there. And I'm timing it up with that inside foot. I'm gonna pet on her a little bit. So now I'm gonna swap sides here. I'm gonna do this a minute because she's kind of worried about this thing. We swap eyes or it comes across in front of her. It's a big deal. Yeah, that was a lot better moving off. Sorry, I was watching somebody else ride a horse out there. I want her to be okay with this touching her moving too. I don't want her to think that. You can tell she's on the other side. She's just so much softer, and she's getting that way over here. But over on the other side, she just almost doesn't ever take that halter, that lead rope tight. That was what I'm wanting right there. She just drawed back and turned. She didn't run backwards. That was really good. See how she's not running backwards now. But I want her to go on through, but like I said, this will just be a process. Right here, I don't want her stopping and going backwards. I want her to stay forward, staying forward, staying forward. There, now we can come right here. See over here, she just, and that's a lot of times when more's done on the left side versus the right, they can get a little softer on the side that hasn't been messed with a whole lot. She's sure softening up over here. See how she's drifting? That's why I'm pulling that, because she started kind of locking down and wanting to get away from me versus moving forward. There. Come right here, stop a second, and then step forward. Good. If you noticed, I paused just as I was switching sides, and then I stepped to her to make her go again. So right here, I want her to keep going forward. I don't want her going backwards. Keep going forward. Right here, I'll pause a second, and then I'm gonna go this way. I'm having to kind of get after her on this side to keep her moving. A lot of people think this is the boring part, and it can get pretty monotonous and boring, but if you don't get this right, this is your foundation. If this stuff, you know, now I'm not saying groundwork, don't get me wrong, it can be overused when it's used wrong. But if she can't handle this on the ground, how in the world would I ever be able to flag other colts off of her? That was really good right there. Really good. I'm gonna stop a second. See, she's always moving away. I want her to understand that, hey, when I walk into your space, you can stay there. You don't need to walk into mine unless I invite you, but like I said, I want her to understand this flag. I want her to not be scared of it, but I want her to dang sure respect it. Yeah, that's a lot better. So I'm gonna see if I can get her to go. See how her expression is just so much more soft now. Stop right here a second and go this way. There we go. See the expression she has? A while ago her head was up, she was trying to pull me around. See, I'm not even taking slack out of this rope now. That's really good. So I'm going to get saddle pad. See if we can get her saddled and go from there. Got a little bit of dirt on her, but that's all right. She's good. When I'm doing this, I do it in rhythm. Something I learned from watching Tom Dorrance helping some guys with some colts, and colts were pretty feely and pretty worried. And he just said, bump their side with a rhythm and then go on top of them. Bump their side with a rhythm and go on top. And ever since I started doing that myself, horses they pretty much get to a point where they don't even care the saddle pad's coming. And that's good. Good. When I do this, I like to flip my lead rope over. When I saddle one, I'll hold it by my cantle and I'll put my hand up here in front of the skirt. That way when I go up, I just go up and over and set it down. There's no banging on them. There's not a big issue. There we go. She was standing on my lead rope. You're all right. Now, if I was saddling a colt that had never been saddled, I wouldn't be spending as much time trying to make sure it was in the exact spot it needed to be. You're all right. See, she don't like switching eyes much. As soon as I do, she's flipping her head around real quick, and she gets pretty worried about that. So through this process, you're going to see me working on some stuff about switching eyes. Because she needs to be okay with it. So right here, I'm going to set this down because it's been a while since she's been saddled. I just want it snug enough that I know it's not going to go anywhere. Get that right in there and pick that back cinch up. And that's one thing about these back cinches. I don't want to leave them hanging loose. It might get loose here in a minute, but I want it snugged up there. Okay. So I'm just going to ask her to walk off. And I'm going to step up here and we're going to swap sides just like I was doing a while ago. Okay, so I'm gonna stop her right here. Step that hip over. I'm gonna pet on her. I really want her to be okay with me up here. She gets a little worried. Tighten that up a couple more holes. And I'm just gonna let her go and do what she needs to do. A lot of people, oh, don't let them buck, don't let them buck, but I'm gonna tell you that if you don't let them figure it out, at some point, they're going to get a little worried and they're liable to end up bucking with you anyway. And that's just and when that happens, you did it to them. Let's let her move around here a minute. Transition her up. Let her come back down. That's really good. She sure wants to stop. There. That's what I was looking for. She don't have to turn to me, but I want her to pay attention to me. Good. See if I can walk up here and pet her. I don't want her going that direction. Good. Good. Well, see, that's where she got bothered. Told you if it was in there, it'd come out. That's all right. Ooh. See, now she wants to seek me and find me now, because that bothered her a little bit. See how she's kind of backing up away from me, but good. And I'm not going to be easy around her. I don't want to sneak around her. I want to be able to do things and her not get worried about me. I figured as worried as she was, that was going to come out somewhere. So I'm going to step around here and see if I can get that hip. Yeah, just like that. Very good. Very good. I'm just kind of looking at that hip. I'm not one of those guys that crouches around and acts like I'm going to be a tiger and attack them, but I catch myself sometimes kind of bending over going, come on, bend, 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 and I'm not. That's the only reason why I'm doing it. Good. Good. Now I'll even back her down to a walk. There we go. Good. Back her back up to a trot. And go to a lope. Good. So now I'm going to see if I can step over here and get that hip again. So all I'm doing right here is driving her. I'm going to step over here now, see if I can draw that eye. Right there. Good. Good. See, I don't want her backing away from me like that. I don't like that. See if I can draw her this way. Absolutely. That's good stuff right there. So now I'll walk up. See, I don't want her backing. I just want to stand here a second. I'm gonna walk up right here. See, she keeps turning from me. There. See if I can draw her this way. See how she's backing? I don't want her backing. I want her walking forward. Just like that. Somebody's taught her to face up and do it any way she wants to do it. See, she swapped eyes with me and she's trying to put me in that other eye. See, she's already trying to put me in that left eye. She don't want me in the right eye. See what she's doing there? That's why she's backing, is to keep me away and keep me from getting in there, in that eye. So see, I'm gonna see if I can draw that eye again. There. Now I'm gonna walk way out here. See, she don't want me in that left eye, or that right eye, excuse me. So that shows me something I need to work on a bunch before we even start riding, because if she don't like me in that right eye, it's dang sure gonna be there when I get on her. I had to kind of hustle up there and make her move. See if I can draw her eye. She wants to, there we go. Oh, very good. Yeah. But watch her overturn. Nope, she stayed there this time, but she's been overturning and turning her head to where I'm not getting in that eye. See, now she doesn't want me in that eye. She's going to back away and turn from me. So I'm just going to send her on and make her tough to have that eye on me. I don't want to scare her in that eye, but she needs to understand. See if I can draw her right here. There. Good. But see how she's turning all the way around? We're going to have to fix that. And draw that eye. Where she's been messed with a whole lot on the left side and not much on the right side, and that happens. It's not anybody's, I would say, fault, other than it just hadn't been paid attention to, and so now we're going to deal with it here. That's okay. She's young, and we got to, you know, we can complete. Look at that. See, now she stopped and she kept her left side to me. She didn't step over, so I'm gonna walk up here and really make that a big deal. Really a big deal. Yeah. Perfect. Let's see if I can walk back up here on this side. Very good. Very good. I'm going to catch her real quick, mess with her tarp a little bit, see how she does with it, and then see if she's okay with stepping up. I may not ride her today because there's some things I see that I want to get fixed in her that we need to work on, but see how she's moving that head that way? I'm going to move it over here. And like I said, there's not really anything that's wrong here. There's just things that are, for me, that are missing, and that stuff I like to have in them. And seeing that right eye problem, it just means I need to switch eyes more on her. So that right side is the side everything happens on. If I rope something, it's going to be swung off that side. If I flagging another colt, it's going to happen over there. There.